Patience is a virtue. Everything in life takes time. Stay focused, stay consistent, stay on your grind. Wow. Second man up, just like Scottie Pippen. Had to wait my turn, I ain't even tripping. Double up.
Welcome to Street Dialogue Podcast. Everyone, thanks for tuning in. Where we get dialogue from street perspective. And we have a special guest today, 12 Gauge. Y'all welcome him to the show. So go ahead and introduce yourself, 12 Gauge, for all the fans that are watching and the people that might not know who you are today.
My name's 12 Gauge. I'm an artist from Queensland, Australia, and I'm ready to take it to the top. Facts.
So we like to go ahead on and dive into your background, so your fans can get to know who you are, you know what I'm saying? So let's talk about your upbringing in Australia. Were you raised with both parents in the home or a single parent home? How did that go?
I was raised with my mum and father.
Your father raised you?
Yeah, my mum and my stepfather raised me, yeah.
So what happened to your father? Why wasn't he present?
Drugs and stuff, man. Him and mum didn't really get along too well, and he was on the drugs, so mum left.
So how's your relationship with him now? Did y'all rekindle that, or how that's going?
To be honest, I only met him probably about a year ago. Found him on Facebook and had a chat with him. Yeah, I've met him a couple times now up in Brisbane. But yeah, no, nothing too special. I don't really know him, to be honest.
Facts. Everybody want to get to know their real father. So growing up with your mother and your stepfather, how was that growing up knowing that wasn't your real father? Like, how was you treated in the household, coming up?
It was a little bit like hit and miss, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes it was good, sometimes it was bad. Like, I can't really comment on it, to be honest.
Got you. So what type of lifestyle did you live growing up? Was it rough? Did you have a hard lifestyle? Were you into the streets? Like, what transpired in your life growing up?
So I was probably bored around drugs at a very young age. Like, we were doing a lot of shit back then. Like, we grew up probably about, I'd say middle class, but not really. We were struggling to pay the rent. Like, food was getting put on the table, yeah, but it was harder than for what it would be for most families. And that's why, like, a little bit after that, I ended up in the street doing my own thing.
Got you. So, what got you into getting into drugs? Because, your father was into drugs. Do you think that was something that was genetically passed down?
Oh, probably, man. I've got a very addictive personality, and like once I stick my head to something, I'm always on it. You know what I mean? Got
you. So, when you got into the streets, what were you getting into when you were in the streets?
I was doing a lot of stuff, man. Me and my mates were stealing cars and shit, running through houses, stealing like everything we could think of. Because where I'm from, there's not much to actually do. So we just decided to go do that because we were bored and hated the world and hated ourselves. So that's what we ended up doing.
So what part of Australia are you actually from, for the people that don't know?
So
where were you raised?
I was located just outside of Brisbane. It's like about 2-3 hours from Brisbane. It's like a small country town with like a population of like 10,000 people. And it's a very how can I say it? Very highly drug populated area. Like, we have a lot of problems out here with junkies and stuff. At least like every family has at least one drug user in their family, and it's pretty bad. So out here there's nothing. Yeah.
Facts. So you would consider that the hood in Australia? Like, what type of neighborhood would you describe that as?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's the hood, because it's nothing compared to like what America's like. Like, we don't have guns or anything, but it's definitely not good to grow up around, like I could say, I guess.
So y'all not allowed to carry guns? So basically people using knives and bats and stuff like that?
Yeah, everyone's
Oh,
got a knife on them.
so they getting up close and personal then.
It's either you throw hands or you're getting stabbed. That's it.
Right, right. So growing up, did you get into any fights growing up? Like,
Plenty.
so how was that going? Why was
Yo, what's up? It's your boy 12 Gauge. I just wanted to let you guys in on a little secret. Golden Money Team Marketing. If you need any marketing whatsoever, go follow my bro on Instagram. He'll take your page from 0 to 100. He'll teach you the ropes and he'll make sure that you get seen. Go follow him again at Golden Money Team Marketing.
you getting into fights and stuff like that growing up? Was it because of where you was from, or what was the reason?
Most of the fights I usually just pick myself, if that makes sense. Like I don't know, I was very lippy. I couldn't hold my mouth, and I'd just pick fights and just fight whoever the fuck I wanted because I was bored, to be honest. But, yeah, that's.
Would you consider yourself a bully or no? So do you think you had some trauma growing up? Because most likely without being with a father and you being so young and seeing everything, you know what I'm saying, that could have spawned that in a way if you think about it, you know what I'm saying? Now that you're older, like, what do you think when you reflect back on that? Where do you think all that anger came from?
I couldn't really tell you, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I was a very headstrong kid, and I hated being told what to do, if that makes sense. Like,
Right,
I always
right.
always had a certain image in my head of what I wanted, but when shit started to go south, I just started to tear everything around me apart, if that makes sense. Like, I'd self-sabotage a lot, but you gotta, I don't know, you do shit when you're younger that you realize later, and now I've moved on, which is good.
Facts. So growth, how do you feel your growth has grown over the years? Like, what did you learn from the mistakes, and why did you decide to change the way you were living?
I decided to change the way I was living because it just wasn't worth it at the end. You're either gonna end up in two places, in a box or in prison, and I didn't want that, so I decided to change for the better. Started to actually show respect and love around who the people I surround myself by, and don't hang around dogs or you'll get fleas. So I had to cut off a lot of people.
Facts. Because when you surround yourself with negativity, that does bring negativity. So, what schools did you go to growing up in Australia? From like elementary to high school.
I went to the state schools, like government funded schools. It's just a small little country town. I went to Kingaroy State and I went to Kingaroy State High up in here. So it's not too bad. A lot of drugs in the school as well. A lot of dickheads. So
Right.
many fights. Yeah.
So it was a lot of drama in high school, I could tell, and people trying to prove themselves, a lot of egos. So were you able to graduate with all that stuff going on? Like, did you graduate? How did that go?
Man. I dropped out in grade 9, halfway through grade 9, so I didn't even make it that far. But I'm currently trying to work on that now. I'm gonna see if I can go to university and get like my grade 10, 11, and 12.
Right. That's smart. Education is always important. The more you educate yourself, the further you'll get in life, and the more knowledge you have, the better that go. So when did you actually start getting into music? What drove you into getting into music, and what age was that?
I've always loved music. I've grew up listening to a lot of like American rap, like listening to Wu-Tang Clan, NWA, Tupac, Biggie, like all the greats you'd say. And I think it was probably about the age of 12 was when I actually started writing and like just rapping in general in my room because I was bored. And yeah, ever since then I fell in love with music, but I never actually pursued it until about a year ago and started to like put my head down stuff. And yeah, now I'm about to release a 12-track album in July and hopefully head over to the States one day.
That's what I'm talking about. Most definitely, it's opportunity over here. You're gonna have to have your money right. You're gonna have to have a situation. You know what I'm saying? When you come over here, because uh, it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you're not from over here. So the transition, you got to make sure you have everything in order before you come over here. You feel me?
Yeah.
For sure. So you have your first release, locked in with XZ.
Mm.
Um, so how did that song come about? And two-part question.
Shout out to Street Dialogue for the wonderful interview that we just got through having. And I want to give another shout out to Golden Money Team Marketing and all. So thank y'all, appreciate y'all, and go check them out.
How do you meet XZ?
So me and Z met probably years ago because I was friends with his other brother, and yeah, I found out he was doing music around the same time I was. So I was like, oh, do you want to do a song? And he's like, yeah, for sure, for sure. So we ended up running up a song. We were both like, we had no equipment at the stage. We were recording off Apple headphones and BandLab, and yeah, we decided that we'd drop it. It's not our best quality or whatever we could do, but it's definitely, I don't know, it's a song. I guess it doesn't sound too bad.
No, it's actually good. It's actually good. So how did you come up with that idea for locked in? Like who? How did you come up with the idea? Who made the beat and what did you record it? Like who engineered that?
Okay,
Like how did you come up with the idea and stuff?
so I made the beat, mixed and mastered it, and everything all on my phone.
Mm,
And I wrote my verse and the hook that both me and Z sing in that song, and Z did his own little verse. And yeah, I practically engineered it all and everything to myself. So
that's amazing. That's amazing. So your next song that you came out with was Corruption featuring Monks.
yeah.
How did you meet Monks and how did you come up with the creative idea for Corruption? Because it is a lot of corruption around the world. Like, what is this song particularly based on? You know, and how did you come up with the idea? And how did you meet Monks?
Okay. So the way I met Monks, he was actually posting up on Instagram at the time, him doing music, and he's from around the area, same as my boy Z. And I don't know, I wanted to collaborate with a lot of people that I could sort of get in touch with and are close to where I'm at. So yeah, I decided to do a song with him. And Corruption, that's based on uh, like experiences I experienced with police and a lot of like hearing a lot of stories and everything from other people, and like watching just shit that the police do over here. Like they're brutal, man. They won't let you fucking do anything, and they fucking how do I explain it? Um, they're very hands on, if that makes sense. They don't give you a chance. They'll go pointing
Yeah.
guns in you and everything if they have to.
So it's a lot of corruption going on. You feel in Australia.
For sure.
How's that affecting the community? Like, you know, Australia is what predominantly white, I believe, right?
Yeah. It's predominantly white, but we have
So what causes the separation over there? Because there's like white on white crime. So who are they targeting? Are they targeting certain neighborhoods? Like how that go in Australia?
I would say they're targeting the Aboriginal community more than they are anything else. We have, I don't know if you've heard about it, but we have a lot of Aboriginal people over here, and
Yeah,
they're black as well, and they don't fuck around with them. They're brutal. I've seen kids get bashed. I've seen them get thrown into lockup for doing nothing, accused for everything. Like, it's shocking out here, man, and it's a problem that really needs to be fixed.
got you. So your latest single, the one I like the most, Political Opinion.
Yeah.
I see you in the politics, you know what I'm saying? You putting this message out. What drove you to write that song?
That was actually the first song I'd ever written and went to the studio with. So that song there, I was reading up on a lot of like politicians and the views that they have and shit they're gonna do when they come into parliamentary, and I didn't agree with a lot of things that they were saying. And I did a bit more research and started to get more involved in politics. And I thought, nah, fuck these cunts. So I ended up writing a song to see if it would gain any traction. And luckily it did on your page. 187k views and 24k likes. I had people DMing me, like telling me, yeah, this is fucking mad. Like, people need to hear this, and spreading it out. It ended up on our local radio station out here too, which was pretty good. So, yeah.
Most definitely. So what marketing team did you connect with that provided that service for you on that song on Instagram? Facts. And what are your...
What's good, y'all? It's your girl Pinterest, and I just want to give a big shout out to Golden Money Team Marketing. Y'all make sure y'all get at them for all promo services, all marketing services, the whole nine, media, all that. Make sure y'all tell them that your girl Pinterest sent you.
Future plans, you know, as far as music goes, besides the new album that you're coming out with, what are your future plans as far as music goes, and where do you see yourself being in the next 5 years?
Well, I'm still young, so I'm still developing my craft. But in the next 5 years, I do see myself eventually there. Like, I'll be able to make a fair bit of money off this, but I'll be nowhere near where I want to be. I feel like it'll take me a fair while, but I feel like these next 5 years where I've got to really knock it down and put out music and stop gatekeeping like I have been. So there's a lot of music going to be coming out of me in the next 5 years, and I'll more than likely will end up doing a little tour or something over in the States if I can organise that.
Facts. So as far as the support system go, who do you surround yourself with, and who is actually supporting you? Because, you know, a lot of support do come from outside people, but name one of your top supporters that you have around you, and how much does that mean to have support when it comes to your music?
My biggest supporter, I'd have to say, is probably my girlfriend, to be honest. Like, I don't know, I feel like it's a key thing, because she gives me that boost that I need to keep going with music instead of quitting. And yeah, she helps me out a lot. I'll get her to come to my shit and tell her, oh, do you like this? Would you listen to this? Right? And she'd be like, no, like, change this and this, and it comes out to be a perfect song. So yeah, probably her.
And then, what do you have to say to those who doubt you when you actually came about with the idea to start music? What do you have to say to those who doubt you, and how do you deal with that?
To be honest, I don't really listen to them. Like, in my opinion, they can get fucked. I'm here to do me, not you. So I don't care if you don't like my music. Go listen to somebody else.
Got you. So, how do you feel about the current state of hip hop in Australia, for Australia artists? Now that you are one of the upcoming artists in Australia, underground artists coming out of Australia, what do you feel about the music scene in Australia, and how do you think it could get better, and what are some things you feel that are hindering artists from coming up in Australia?
I feel like the hip hop scene around here is very strong. We have a lot of people with a lot of fucking talent out here, but it doesn't get heard globally, I guess. And the thing that's stopping underground artists actually being able to take that level up is there's a lot of companies out here who just don't promote or try and support people who are just starting music or have done music for years and their music's great, but they haven't got that, I guess, social credit on social media and stuff. So they don't take the time out of their day to actually support the people who are building this scene for a lot of people, and they only focus on the people who have got a large following and who are actually making money off the shit. But there's a company based in Brisbane, Under Wraps. They're incredible. They've been helping all the underground people out here. So we're slowly starting to get companies and things in place for us underground artists to help us out and give us the support we need.
Got you. So, what do you feel you're going to bring to the table to bring more exposure to Australia, and how you're going to impact the music scene with your music?
With I aim for my music to tell stories and to tell I want also to be able to spread a message with my music, if that makes sense. I don't want I sort of look down upon people who like just rap around about money, guns, drugs, like all that. Like you shouldn't be trying to make that seem cool, in my opinion. I feel like everybody, like I just want to be able to show the love through my music, and I want people to be able to sit there and listen to it on whatever day, whatever feeling that they're feeling at the time. I have a song for you, you know what I mean? So I want to take my music to that level where it doesn't matter how you're doing, where you're doing, what you're doing, you always got 12 gauge in your ears.
Got you, got you. So one person that comes to mind that I know who supports you and played a role in me and you connecting, which is Tasha. Most definitely a big Golden Money Team supporter as well. How did you and Tasha connect? You know what I'm saying? And how has she helped you with your career? You know what I'm saying? She most definitely connected me and you together. What does Tasha mean to you? As one of your supporters, your other supporters.
She was one of my mum's best friends growing up, and I always knew her as Auntie Tash. And
Bluetooth disconnected.
And then yeah, she sent me a DM on Instagram, I think it was, and she's like, "Oh, I know," and she messaged my mum as well. She's like, "Oh, I know a couple of people over in the States. I'll try and help him out, right." And I said, "Yeah, I'd really appreciate that." And then she sent me through you and told me to DM you, and here we are. And you showed me what Golden Money Team marketing is all about, man. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, big shout out to Tasha, to my people that's anybody that's trying to get on, most definitely holler at Tasha. Follow her at
Yo, it's your boy Z. Just wanted to let you guys know that if you guys need any marketing at all with music and really music and all that type of stuff, social media marketing, just promotion, just all that, and good people around you, hit up Golden Money Team Marketing proper. They know what they're doing, and he's the man for real. They'll put you on. They'll put you on for sure. Golden Money Team Marketing. Check them out.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Mr. D Love, and I just wanted to come and give a special shout out to the Golden Money Team Marketing. Trust me, if you're looking for any type of marketing, whether it's music, media, anything along those lines, hit them up, follow them. They're going to get you right. I promise you that. Talk to y'all later. Peace.
GMT Agent 2 on Instagram. Most definitely hit her up on the DM if you're trying to get marketing. If you're trying to get situated online, most definitely hit up GMT Agent 02 on Instagram. Most definitely. So this is a question I ask a lot of people that come on the show.
Yeah.
What comes first in your life, money, power, or respect?
Respect, for sure. I value respect over anything, because I see it as I'm not gonna be around you, or like I'm not gonna hang around you if you're not gonna give me the same level of respect I gave you when we first met. If that makes sense. Like
That makes
I feel
sense.
like everybody deserves respect. Everybody should give respect. There's no point to sit there and be a dog to anybody unless they deserve it. And in my eyes, I couldn't care how much money you got. If you're gonna treat me like shit, I don't care who you are, to be honest. So yeah.
So respect comes first. So you have two more. So you have money and power. Which one comes next?
I wouldn't say power, but so I reckon money. Like money does play a big factor to everybody's lives, but I don't know. I don't really need it to survive. You know what I mean? Like money doesn't have a, how do I explain it? I don't have any. I don't know, man. Like it's just money comes second, then I guess.
All right. So you got respect, money, then
Power.
with the money, then you have the power. You know, so how do you value power? Like, what's your outlook on power then for the last one?
Um, I couldn't really tell you that, to be
Because
honest.
power is valued in different ways. You know, you have the power to make moves. You got the power to, you know what I'm saying, make changes in people's lives. You feel me? It doesn't have to necessarily be bad. You know what I'm saying? You can use power in good ways, but some people misuses their power. That makes it negative. So power
Yeah,
is not necessarily a bad thing. You know, you could use your power to be influential. You know what I'm saying? Like, so with the money, then you can exercise your power.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? However that may be. So always keep a positive mindset when you're doing things, you know, and you can utilize power in many different ways. Um, so my next question that I ask people that come on the show, what do you value more, morals or money?
morals for sure. If you don't got
Why is that?
morals, if I, it's just I always grew up. No, like I always grew up with my parents taught me at a very young age that you always treat people with respect. You don't do this and you don't do that. You don't, I value morals from people more than anybody else, and that's what I'll judge you off of. Like, for some things that I agree like on, I don't accept if you disagree with that. That's like, especially with some things to do with just the problems we have in society today.
Got you. Facts, facts, facts. So I want to start with the Australian music scene.
Mm.
What are your 5 top artists in hip hop in Australia that done came out of Australia? Big
Um,
or local, no matter it may be, you know, you can shine a light on them.
um, I'll go the big ones. The fifth, probably Chilling It. I'm wearing his shirt right now. Um, Probably my fourth, probably the Kid Curve. The third, probably say Rops one. Rops one's a big one. I love listening to his music. He played a big part into what I do today. The second, probably Greeley. He's a Tasmanian-based artist, and the first always has to be Cursor. He's the goat out here. Everybody loves Cursor.
Got you, got you. So with them able to reach the heights in Australia and you have some type of blueprint, you don't necessarily have to come over here to get big. As you can see, you name 5 top artists out of your city.
Mm.
You know, what steps are you going to take to get to their level while you're over there growing your craft right now?
Hey, what up, y'all? It's your girl, Sexy Keisha. And if you're trying to become that star you knew you could always be, go viral, blow up, hit the billboards, top charting artists, you gotta hit up the Golden Money Team Marketing. Yes, they are the ones to do that for you. Let's go viral. Golden Money Team Marketing. Tell them Sexy Keisha sent you. You know what it is.
My partner, hey God, Don Long, okay. Hey, also shout out to his marketing team.
Golden Money Team Marketing.
Um, I got to focus a lot on my music. I got to take time with my music. I'm gonna make sure that everything that I put out is at perfect quality, and people can actually relate and listen to it. Marketing is gonna be a big one. I got to market. Marketing is always a key to music. Networking as well, working with other artists, going to events, talking to producers, everything like that. Like I need it, and my fourth is probably interacting with people who enjoy listening to my music, so my fans per se. Like show them love, like show them that I appreciate them.
Facts, facts, facts. Always have to show love to the fans, give back, be accessible. You know what I'm saying? Um, so my next question is, how did you come up with your artist name? How does it apply to your life, and what does it mean to you?
Um,
3-part
one of
question.
my best one of my best mates, we were both smoking at the time, and we were high as, and he's sitting there and he's joking around, and he's like, "Oh, 12 gauge," like being a dickhead, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
that's sort of catchy." And then it became a joke, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'll just use it." So we ended up using that. And yeah,
And how does your name apply to your life? 12 gauge.
um, everywhere, to be honest. I like to. I'm very headstrong, and everything I say, I like say on impact, like a 12 gauge shotgun. You know what I'm saying?
Metaphors out the ass right now. And what does it mean to you? Your name. What does it mean to you? Like, break that down.
What it means to me, it means I couldn't really tell you that. I haven't actually thought about that one.
Got you.
That's something I'm thinking. I'm gonna have to think about that later on. Fucking hell.
Okay, so we about to wrap this thing up. Yeah. So is there any thing you want to let your fans know as far as where they can find you on social media? You know, go ahead on, you know, what platforms you're on, where they can find your music at, and how they could find you on social media.
All my social medias are linked to either official 12 gauge or 12 gauge 4610. I'm on all streaming platforms. You got it on your phone, I'm on it. Follow me on Instagram, official 12 gauge. Shoot me a DM if you just want to work. Shoot me a DM if you just want to talk to me. I'm always here. And yeah, let's fucking connect. I'll be keen.
Facts. So when they go to Spotify, they just type in 12 gauge, one word?
Yep, 12 gauge. And it's all capitals for gauge.
And your social media is 12 gauge 4610. On what platforms can we find that on?
TikTok.
Specifically.
TikTok itself.
So 12 gauge 4610 on TikTok. Do you have a Facebook and Instagram as well?
Yeah, my Instagram's official 12 gauge on Instagram, and every other social media platform and all streaming platforms, it's 12 gauge.
So y'all hear that? So when y'all looking up his music, it's 12 gauge, one word, 12 GAUGE on Spotify. Y'all go screen that, and make sure you connect with him on Instagram as well. Give him a follow at official 12 gauge on IG, and make sure you give him a follow on TikTok at 12 gauge 4610 for sure. Man, I appreciate you for coming on the podcast. This was a dope interview.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like I tell everybody, salute, my brother. And we most definitely gonna be working for sure. You know, we got you on the marketing as well.
Yeah, you'll be seeing a lot come out of us, that's for sure.
So everybody, y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Street Dialogue Podcast on YouTube. This show is sponsored by Golden Money Team Marketing. You can follow them on Instagram at Golden Money Team Marketing, where they market you 24/7 around the clock. It was a pleasure having you on the show, 12 gauge. And most definitely we could do this again.
Yeah, God bless
we
you.
Out. God bless, my brother.
See you, brother.
All right.
And shout out to the Golden Money Team Marketing. That's right, 24/7 non-stop marketing.
Patience is a virtue. Everything in life takes time. Stay focused. Stay consistent. Stay on your grind. Wow. Second man up, just like Scottie Pippen. Had to wait my turn, I ain't even tripping.
Dope in my backpack, getting off a sack, busting licks, cause we race like that.
Watch my dope transform like Power Rangers. Empty out the clip, better bullet will tame you. Leaving leaning like a shirt, hanging on a coat hanger. Chopper bullets have you singing like an opera singer. Can't be